Let's face it, life throws curveballs at us all the time. Some people seem to crumble at the first sign of trouble, while others bounce back as if they've got springs in their shoes. So, what's their secret? Well, today, we're diving into the 7 secrets of resilient people that most people don't know about. Stick around until the end, because you might be surprised by how resilient you already are, and how much more you can be with these tips. Let's jump right into it. The first secret might sound absurd, but resilient people actually think about worst-case scenarios. Yeah, crazy, right? They let their minds go to those dark places, but here's the trick. They never stay there. They do something called anticipatory grief. It's when you mentally prepare yourself for loss or failure before it happens. You may be thinking, wow, that sounds depressing. Let's break it down. Studies from Yale University show that people who let themselves imagine setbacks ahead of time actually handle real-life setbacks much better. Why? Because they're not blindsided when things go wrong. They've already gone through the mental rehearsal of it, so they're not wasting time in shock or panic. They're just planning their next move. Think of it like showing up to a surprise party that you accidentally found out about. Sure, it's still a party, but you're ready. No shocked face necessary. Think about this. When was the last time you let yourself think about what could go wrong? Not in a doom and gloom way, but as a way to get prepared. It's not about thinking about the worst, it's about being ready to roll with the punches when life doesn't go your way. Remember those times when you had a big presentation or an important meeting? Have you thought about what could go wrong? Your computer could crash, you could forget your notes. Instead of panicking, you create backup plans. You jot down a few main points on a notepad or save your presentation on your computer. Now, this might be the moment where you think of all the things that could go wrong for you, like losing your job, your partner leaving, or your favorite pizza place closing down. But remember, this isn't about spiraling into despair, it's about taking stock. It's like being your own mentor, just without the whistle and the really loud motivational speeches. Here's the thing, resilient people know that quitting doesn't always mean failure. In fact, sometimes, knowing when to quit is the smartest thing you can do. All the internet gurus say, never give up like 1,000 times, but here's a reality check. Resilient people know when to stop beating their head against the wall. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that people who learn to quit things that aren't working are 20% less likely to burn out and are way more likely to achieve long-term success. You should let go of the things that don't show results and move on to things that actually work. How many times have you stubbornly stuck with something, even when it was clear it was just dead? Maybe you were in a job that drained your energy, or a project that was going literally nowhere. In those moments, knowing when to pivot can be a game changer. Look at Steve Jobs. He got fired from Apple, his own company. Instead of clinging to the past, he moved on and started new ventures and came back stronger than ever. Sometimes, quitting isn't giving up, it's pivoting. Jobs didn't just quit. He launched a new era of innovation with Pixar and returned to Apple with fresh ideas. Is there something in your life that you need to quit? A job, a relationship, a project that's just not going anywhere? Resilience isn't about sticking it out no matter what. It's about knowing when to walk away and start fresh and humble. Think about this. If you've ever tried to keep a plan alive, you know that sometimes it's just best to say goodbye and move on to something that won't wilt on you. Trust me, it's better for both of you. If that cactus isn't thriving in your care, maybe it's time for it to find a new home, preferably one with someone who actually remembers to water it. This is super important, and it's all about micro-recovery. Resilient people don't wait to burn out to take a break. They actually implement tiny breaks into their day. I'm talking about 5-minute breaks, not week-long vacations, though those are nice too. A study from Harvard University found that people who take regular, short breaks are actually 30% better at handling stress. The science is simple. When you take these mini breaks, you give your brain a chance to rest and reset, which helps you stay sharp and productive. Think of it like charging your phone. You don't just wait until it's at 1% before plugging it in, right? Or maybe you do, and that's why your phone's always dead. Resilient people plug in their mental batteries throughout the day so they don't crash. Consider this. When was the last time you gave yourself an actual break? Not a check your phone for 5 minutes break, but an actual moment to step away and breathe or even take a step outside. It's those little moments that keep you going strong. You can go on a walk, chat with a friend, or even just do some stretching. Studies have shown that even simple stretches can improve your mood drastically. So why not take a break to stand up and do a little shimmy? That was a little bit corny. You'll feel ridiculous, but you'll also feel energized. And let's face it, we've all been there, staring at a screen for hours, trying to power through, and suddenly realizing we're just staring at cute animal videos. A 5-minute break might just be the perfect excuse to step away and grab a snack, because who doesn't feel better after a quick bite? Just don't make it a 3-course meal. Or you might find yourself wondering why you just devoured an entire pizza while scrolling through your feed. Here's something most people don't realize. Resilient people don't do it alone. In fact, they lean on others for support. A study from the University of Michigan found that people who use their social support networks are 50% more likely to bounce back from highly difficult situations. Resilience is actually teamwork. Even some of the world's most resilient figures leaned on others. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but he stayed connected with his fellow activists who helped him stay mentally strong. Even the strongest people in the world know that asking for help doesn't make you weak. It makes you smart. Resilient people build a strong support system, and they aren't afraid to use it. They ask for help when they need it. They talk things through and let others be there for them. Are you moving forward with a team, or are you just trying to tough it out all by yourself? Maybe the key to becoming more resilient is letting the people in your life help you out when you need it most. Remember, it's always okay to reach out. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of human connection. Never forget that one friend who's always there to send you funny memes when you're feeling down. You need that kind of support, someone who knows exactly how to make you smile, even if it's just by sending you a picture of a llama wearing sunglasses. Because who wouldn't want that in their life? How about that one friend who shows up at your door with ice cream after a tough day? That's the kind of resilient squad you want. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you up makes a world of difference, and it's okay to be vulnerable with them. 5. They stick to routines. Next up, routines. Resilient people find comfort in sticking to the familiar, even when life around them is chaotic. It might sound simple, but having a routine can be sort of difficult when everything else is out of control. In fact, Stanford University shows that people that stick to their routines are more productive and have lower stress levels. It's like having your own lighthouse in a stormy sea, safely guiding you home when things get rough. Most of you guys probably have a morning routine. Maybe it's waking up, brewing a cup of coffee, and doing a little yoga before starting your day. That kind of structure can help you feel grounded and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. What's your go-to routine when life gets crazy? Let us know in the comments. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. Even the smallest routines can make a huge difference. You can meditate, read, pray, do self-care, or even dance. Who doesn't feel better after busting a move? Just remember, when the world feels upside down, your routine can help you regain your balance. It's like finding that sweet spot in a video game where you know exactly how to level up, even when everything else is going down. 6. They practice gratitude. The 6th secret is gratitude. Resilient people practice gratitude like it's a workout. And it turns out, this isn't just some unrealistic idea, it's backed by science. Studies from the University of California, Berkeley found that practicing gratitude can improve mental health and overall life satisfaction. But what does this even look like? It could be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal. You write down a few things you're thankful for each day, and before you know it, you will start to enjoy everything. What are 3 things you're grateful for today? Maybe it's a delicious cup of coffee or the fact that your favorite TV show just got renewed. When you start focusing on the positives, you create a buffer against the negativity that can bring you down. Resilient people know that implementing gratitude daily helps them bounce back faster. It's similar to giving your brain a little hug every time you acknowledge something good. Even during the toughest battles, they can find silver linings. Remember the time you got a flat tire, but it was the perfect excuse to get out of a meeting you didn't want to attend? Imagine going through a rough day and choosing to focus on the one nice interaction you had with a stranger. Suddenly, the day doesn't feel so bad after all. It's a little but powerful trick that makes a huge difference in how you view challenges. And let's be honest, gratitude can be contagious. When you share what you're thankful for, you can inspire others to do the same. It's like spreading good vibes, and who doesn't want to be a good person? 7. They find humor in tough times. The last secret is unexpected, but they find humor in tough times. Resilient people know that laughter can be one of the best coping mechanisms. A study from the University of Oxford found that humor can significantly reduce stress and improve mood. Think about it. Have you ever laughed at something that didn't go as planned? Maybe it was when you tripped over nothing in front of a massive crowd, or when you accidentally sent a text to the wrong person. Instead of getting embarrassed, you can either crawl under a rock or just laugh it off and tell yourself, "At least I made someone else's day." Even some of the toughest people, like Ellen DeGeneres, use humor to tackle serious issues. Ellen once said, "Follow your passion. Stay true to yourself. Never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. By all means, you should follow that." When was the last time you laughed at something that didn't go as planned? Resilient people know that humor can help lighten the mood, and it allows them to gain perspective on challenging situations. And you know what? Life can get pretty serious, but if you can find a way to laugh through it, you're already ahead of the game. So the next time you find yourself in a tough spot, channel your inner comedian and ask yourself, what's the funniest part of this mess? Because let's face it, if you can't laugh at yourself, then what's the point? So, there you have it. The 7 secrets of resilient people that most people don't know. From thinking about worst-case scenarios to finding humor in tough times, these tips can help you build your resilience and tackle whatever life throws your way. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about how you respond to it. It's about adapting, accepting, and sometimes laughing through it all. So, the next time life challenges you, remember these secrets and see how you can apply them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more self-improvement secrets and quotes. And remember, stick to the end and surprise everyone with your success.